Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and yeah, it's time for another tarot reading. This is for the Mercury Retrograde reading. This Mercury Retrograde starts May 10th and ends on June the 2nd. So, yeah, and you have pre-retrograde, which we're in right now, and then you have post-retrograde, which is after June the 2nd. And usually pre and post are about 7 to 10 days, give or take. All right, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. For those of you watching the YouTube video, and also shout out to the YouTube community, thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate it. I love you guys. The lighting is not what I wanted. I sound so Mariah Carey right now. But yeah, it is what it is. We're doing what we can. Now, on my new moon in Taurus reading, if you haven't watched that, that was for the collective, and this is for the collective. It's not for a specific sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. On the new moon in Taurus reading, which was titled Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself, I said during that reading, I don't know why, I feel like there is going to be a world event that happens in the month of May. And sure enough, just a few days ago, some stuff came out in the news and now people are protesting all over the US. Even though I honestly feel like that's the appetizer. I honestly feel like we're just getting started. Again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And then Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage. Whew. Okay. As for the energy that I'm picking up right now during this retrograde, I had a dream this morning. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Frozen. Let it go. That was on my mind, and that was the message that came to me this morning. And it's like, let go of the expectations where you expected something to turn out a certain way. Let go of the disappointments where something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Let go of toxic situations and take control and start being the magician in your life. Also, certain things that didn't happen when you expected them to happen, or certain things that may not happen when you expect them to happen in this Mercury retrograde period, is because they were not supposed to happen at that time. However, they will happen in the near future. That is the energy that I picked up based off of the dream that I had and the pre-shuffle energy that I did. This reading will probably be about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to see if I can keep it at 30 is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my usual Infinity Cross reading, see what's at the heart of the matter, and all of that stuff, and we'll get going. So I have 2 Oracle decks and then 2 Tarot decks. So let me go ahead and jump into this. Also, if you have questions or comments, feel free to throw them in the comment section on the YouTube channel, KIRWKC. I don't mind questions. I don't mind comments. I do my best to reply as soon as I can. Don't forget, I work a regular job in the middle of all of this. Plus, I do other things too. So, you know how it goes. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let me start with the Angel Answers deck and go there. May I have the energy for the collective during this May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective during this May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective during this May Mercury retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear during this May Mercury retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear during this May Mercury retrograde? Thank you. Wow, I like that. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear during this May? Okay. I'm taking this one. I'll go ahead and take a look at what these two were that fell down. I'm not taking them, but they fell down. It was meditation brings answers and no need to worry. This card came out during the pre-shuffle. When I was doing the pre-shuffle, this exact card came out. So, and I'm going back to, if something does not happen when you expected it to, if this has already happened, or if it happens during this period, there isn't a need to worry because it's going to work out. So let go of the expectations. May I have another card, please? May I have another card, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Thank you. And at the bottom of the deck, it says choose a new direction. So going back to some of you who, if something isn't working out, I just heard there's more than one way to skin a cat. So choose a new direction doesn't mean choose a new goal. And something's telling me to tell somebody that. Choose a new direction doesn't necessarily mean choose a new goal. Choose a new direction can mean that you have the same goal. It's just you're choosing a different way. It's almost like, you know, if you're driving somewhere, I'll just use an example. If you're driving from one state to another, you can take multiple highways to get to that same city from whatever state you're driving to. And that's the thing. So maybe the one taking the 40 doesn't work. So you might have to take, I don't know, the 15 or whatever the other highway is. Or you may have to go on the scenic route and do that. So something told me to be very clear about that to whoever's listening and that it's resonating with. Choosing a new direction does not mean choosing a new goal. It just means going about it a different way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. All right. Let me go ahead and get this. So the cards that came out was success, at the heart of the matter, helpful people, and be assertive came out. All right, so at the heart of the matter, there are people around you who will help you. And this is people, and something told me this during the pre-shuffle too. There are people who love you, people not just in the physical world, but in the spirit world too. So there are people who love you. And whether they're in the physical or in the spiritual, they're willing to come to your aid. But also, going back to the be assertive, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that success is possible. Again, just because something didn't work out doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. It's just not at this time, is what it is. Okay? May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear during this May Mercury retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective... Something told me to take this card. What is it that the collective needs to hear? You know what? Something told me to take this card. I didn't know what it was. This card came out during the pre-shuffle too. It says, take your power back. Or take back your power. It says, Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power And this is holographic. An intention to manifest blessings in your life. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So you have to take, this is going back to be assertive. Take back your power. There's success here for you, but you have to take control. May I have some more cards, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Whoa, that's too many, but something's telling me to take this one and this one. Okay, so at the heart of the matter, chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakra using sacred geometric shapes. So this is chakra clearing. Some of you may need to clear out your chakra, clear your energy, is what you may need to do. And really there isn't a may to it because this is at the heart of the matter. Going back to helpful people, if some of you aren't familiar with that, you may need to seek out someone to help you do it. Someone who specializes in chakra clearing. Also, you may want to do research online and see about that. Maybe there are people online who can provide those services to you. Maybe at no charge or something like that. Obviously, YouTube is an option for those of you watching on YouTube. I mean, like, come on. So, yeah, on that part. The other card, leadership, it says, Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So this is take back your power. And this one is leadership. This is be assertive. So again, you have to, and something just said to me, let go of your fears. For any of you that have fears about something, and what's at the bottom of the deck? Outdoors. It says Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So some of you need to go outdoors, but also some of you need to take the lead, is what you need to do. And believe in yourself. Let go of fear. All right. Let me do... Switching to the tarot deck now. May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for the May Mercury retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, which is 7 of disc in this deck, but 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck right now. Some of you are deciding where to invest your time. Thank you. I mentioned meditation earlier. That was one of the cards that fell out from the Angel Oracle deck, Angel Answers Oracle deck, but I didn't take it. So definitely 4 Cups energy, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you need to meditate and you will find answers there. And relaxation as well. Some of you might need to take just little breaks. I'm not saying go on a 2-week vacation. What I am saying is just you may want to take little breaks here and there. Thank you. Some of you, because isolation came up, this is Eight of Swords energy. So isolation. Some of you may be isolated from others who may want to help you. Now, others of you may need to do isolation temporarily, because sometimes it's not always good to have a lot of people in your ear. Bear with me here. I'm reaching for my air conditioning because I wanted to turn this down a little bit. Okay. So with the isolation, also, I'm going back to the meditation. Some of you need to meditate alone. I'm not saying go on a sabbatical. What I am saying, again, with the meditation, here and there, don't isolate yourself so much that people who are willing to help you won't be able to help you. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini is what it could be. I'm going back to the crown chakra because it's interesting, because that's usually what Archangel Metatron deals with. And with the Eight of Swords, I feel like that's where some clearing may need to start from top to bottom in doing it that way. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But seeking out someone who can help you with it, those of you who are into chakra clearing. Have another card, please. Wow. Chariot came out reversed. This is Cancer energy. Some of you need to figure out, I'm going back to that choose a new direction that was at the bottom of the deck on the Angel Oracle deck. Some of you need to figure out what direction you're going in. Do you know where you're going to? That's the other thing. There may be a block because you aren't balanced. One thing about the Chariot card, if you notice the black and white horse, it's about balancing the yin and the yang, is what it is. And this is going back to, chakra cleansing and so on and so forth. If you're not balanced, you can't control the horses. So you have to make sure you're balanced. And being balanced is also knowing what direction you want to take. For others of you, I'm going back to something may not be happening right now, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means not right now. But it will in the near future. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So there's a sudden change that will be happening. I feel the Tower is going to bring some type of clarity, is what it will bring to you. But also, you have to take charge. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be assertive. May I have the energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde in May? May I have the energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde in May? Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde in May. And also, something just said to me while I was saying that and looking at the Chariot. Something said that, and again, things slow down during Mercury retrograde. It gives you the opportunity to revisit something and usually close it out properly, or to look at it through a different lens, is what it does. But things do slow down. So for some of you, you may have a project that you're working on. It may slow down during this period, but it's temporary. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? For Mercury retrograde in May. May I have some cards, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards? This one, devil energy came out. So yeah, I'm going back to self-esteem. I don't know why. Some of you need to get out of your head. You need to get out of your head. Maybe you're a Capricorn because that is Capricorn energy. But you need to get out of your head is what you need to do. And I'm waiting for another card to come out. May I have another card, please, for the... Thank you. King of Swords came out in the heart of the matter. So, yeah. Some of you, you really need to take a very logical approach to things. You need to remove the emotion from certain things. If someone can see through devil energy, it's the King of Swords. The King of Swords can see through devil energy. The King of Swords, because you have to remember with devil energy, usually there's something attached to some type of emotion when it comes to devil energy. It's usually attached to some type of emotion, whether it's codependency, whether it's fear, whether it is self-doubt, self-confidence issues, whether it is addiction, whatever it is that's attached to devil energy. The person who can see through it and cut through it is the King of Swords. Don't let this devil energy give you sleepless nights. If there's anyone who can take their sword and cut loose from that energy so you can let it go, it would be the King of Swords. For sure. And some of you need to take a King of Swords approach to things. May I have another card, please? And it's interesting that the King of Swords came out in the heart of the matter because this Mercury retrograde, something's telling me to take this card. What is this? Page of Cups. Because this Mercury retrograde is in Gemini. So, in the King of Swords is Gemini energy. It's time to let things go. Again, let go of the disappointment. Let go of the expectation. Let go of the toxic situations. Let go of all of that. And be assertive. Take back your power. Be a leader. Success is here. This is success on the outside. So success is here. It's within reach. It may not happen exactly when you want it. There may be a little bit of a delay. But success is happening. Also, take time to meditate. And then this Page of Cups, there will be an offer coming in from someone. Or maybe you're making an offer. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Page of Cups, I believe, is Pisces energy specifically, if I'm not mistaken. But with Page of Cups, someone might want to come back into your life. They may be younger than you. It's up to you on whether you accept it or not. I don't know why. With this Page of Cups on one side and this Devil card on the other side, there may have been some type of toxic relationship there with this person who may be coming back into your life. And you will have to approach it like a King of Swords. You'll have to make a decision. Okay, do I want to go back into this toxic relationship, or do I want to start fresh and lay down ground rules to begin the relationship new, or do I just want to cut this relationship out completely? But when you approach it, it's in that King of Swords energy. Also, I can't say this enough, too, if I can get a hold of the card. Helpful people. Be willing to let others help you. Now, there's a caveat for that. If your spidey sense is saying, hey, I'm kind of funny about this person being in my life because you may feel they have an ulterior motive. Like, you know how some people, and this also can be King of Swords energy too, which but kind of like King of Swords in the reverse, where they're doing something for you, but they're doing it because they feel they'll gain something. Be sure to use your discernment. When someone comes into your life and they're saying, hey, I want to help you out. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm not telling you to be paranoid. I'm just telling you to be mindful and to analyze and think about the situation before accepting help. Don't just accept help from anyone and everyone, because sadly, not everyone's intentions are always pure. So keep that in mind. At the bottom of the deck, this came out during the pre-shuffle. 8 of Cups. You're going to walk away from something. I feel you're going to walk away from some toxic energy. Also, I feel that you're going to take control and be assertive. I feel you're going to go towards your wish fulfillment, because 8 of Cups plus the Page of Cups is the 9 of Cups. And you're going towards your wish fulfillment, whatever your wish fulfillment is. Because 8 of Cups is walking towards wish fulfillment. The next one is the 9 of Cups. And with the Page of Cups here, that is what you're doing. Don't forget, the Success card came out. I feel you're not going to get caught up in this toxic energy, is what I feel. You're not going to get caught up in this toxic energy. If something toxic is in your life, I really feel you will let it go. I really do. Could be a Capricorn, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, could be any of these. If you notice, the element that isn't on this deck is fire and pentacles. This is all water and air, which May and June, which is Gemini. We're in Gemini. The Mercury retrograde is in Gemini. And then, of course, the sign after Gemini is Cancer. Chariot is Cancer. So this is a lot of water and air energy. So this will definitely be happening throughout the summer, is what will be going on. This is the energy. And I feel that you really have to approach everything like a King of Swords, is what you have to do. You have to take the emotion out of it, is what I'm getting. So yeah, that's what I have. What's under the 8 of Cups? Something told me to check that. The Sun. And this came out during the pre-shuffle. So yeah, you're going towards your wish fulfillment. You're going towards your happiness, is what you're doing with the Sun card. And this is Leo energy, so now we do have fire. But you're letting it go. Anything toxic, you're letting it go, is what you're doing. And if you're not doing it, then that's what this is telling you to do. Let it go. Let go of the expectations. Let go of the disappointment. Let go of the heartache. Just let it all go. Take back your power. Take back your power. Be assertive so you can claim success. Let it go. And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.